What's good, everybody? Timeless Traveler here today with another seed showcase. Today we're going to show you a bunch of exciting things and a few unique terrain generations and some rarities as well. Now, before we go any further, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and slap that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all future content. Now, without any further ado, let's get on with the seed showcase. So just bringing it down here, if you take a look at our coordinates, this is going to be your spawn area. Okay, so you're going to start off, you've got access to 3 different types of wood right off the bat. We have our lovely birch forest, we have some winding river, we have the dark forest with our mushrooms, and we also, of course, have our oak trees intertwined within all of this as well. And as far as you can see, you've got plenty of land for your trees. We got ourselves some nice flat land over there. We got a few little patches of flat land for some early game survival builds and potentially some farms as well. And if spawn is just slightly over there, if we just journey a couple hundred blocks this way, we have ourselves some nice little pumpkins, some more open plains, some mountains. You got access to your emeralds and some gravel. We got ourselves a nice taiga biome off over there. And if you notice right below me, we also have a nice little village with a blacksmith and a little bit of added security. We got that iron golem right there. Now, of course, those that don't know, for the iron golems that naturally generate in villages, they register differently than the iron golems that you create with your iron blocks and pumpkins. What's important about that difference is that if you accidentally start swinging at some of the villagers here and there is a naturally generated iron golem, they will attack you. So keep that in mind. We, of course, also have a nice little nether ruined portal off over in that distance. And we have, of course, plenty of other trees. So far, we've come across all 4 wood variants out of the 5 in just a short traveling distance. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other things. And not too far from that first village, we have ourselves, in my opinion, the nicest looking villages, honestly, the Taiga village. What's unique about this one is look at all these pumpkins we have right off the beginning. Right off the bat, you have all of this pumpkin to start out with. You've got plenty of access to your food. Of course, you've got the villagers that can grow some crops for you if you don't want to do it yourself. And Taiga biomes, of course, have the sweet berries, which is a somewhat decent early game food to start farming. Very easy to farm, and they grow very quickly as well. Now, leaving our spawn area, you take a look at our coordinates. We are almost 2,000 blocks west of our spawn position and a little bit north of there as well. And we have this nice little jungle temple tucked away within the edge of a jungle biome. So now we already have access to all 5 wood types. We have the first 4 near the beginning around spawn and the surrounding area, and then the final wood variant that is in the overworld you can get right over here. And for those that love to collect ice or set up stray farms, right next to the edge of this jungle, we have ourselves a lovely frozen ocean with all sorts of spikes and mounds of ice and whatnot. And on the topic of jungles, if we just turn our direction over here, off to the south, you're going to find yourself another massive jungle with a temple hidden in there. I'm not going to show you. You're going to have to try to find this one for yourself, but there is another temple out there for you to find. Now, there is one closer. However, this one is pretty unique. As you can see, we're right here in the middle of an ocean. And if we drop down here, you're going to find that you're going to be right in the middle of a stronghold. Now, this one, when I was trying to find the portal for all of you, and I'm not kidding when I say it took me over 30 minutes. This stronghold is unbelievably massive, and its size is only increased once you find where it connects to a mine shaft. There is a mine shaft connected somewhere over in that direction and up a bit. This ranges from like Y30 almost down to bedrock. So throughout this stronghold, you're going to come across, your diamonds and all of those. See, there's the bit of the mine shaft right there. That's where some of it starts, and there is so much more. Now, like I said, it took me about 30 minutes to find this portal. So I'm not going to just show you the stronghold and and not show you where the portal was. After all that time, I feel like you deserve to. I did this to make sure you all can kind of find the portal. So if you don't want to go through that process, just check these coordinates, drop down right here, and as you can see, you need 11 Eyes of Ender to get in here. And you can see we're not only just underwater on the top, we're also there's water all around us. So you want to be careful when you're mining out this area. You may start flooding this place. I certainly did when I was adventuring and trying to find this portal. Now, over here, you can see we have ourselves a nice little village. We have ourselves some few different wood variants. In my opinion, this would be a good place to start a survival area because you have your villagers. You can set up a trading halt, breeding system, iron golem farm, all the whole 9 yards. You got 3 different wood variants, a few different biome selections, and then, of course, you have yourself a nice safe haven. Now, this is Mushroom Island number 1. I know you're all expecting, like, where's all 5 Mushroom Islands? This is number 1. This one is the farthest from the 4 Mushroom Islands, okay? So they're not all 5 of them are together, but they are in relatively close distance to each other. This one is just the farthest away. But you have yourself a safe haven. Of course, you'd have to kind of, place some borders along these other biomes where hostile mobs spawn. But a little bit of terraforming, a little bit of village breeding over there, you can set yourself up a very nice mob-free base with your iron and villagers being produced. Now, I did promise you all that I would show you a much closer and more convenient stronghold, and I'm going to deliver on that promise. Now, what would the strongholds that I show be if they were not connected to a village? So we have ourselves pretty much a large-scale village. Unfortunately, we don't have a blacksmith here, but check this out. If you just go for a swim, look at this. I can't make this up, everyone. You already have access to the stronghold. No digging required. You just go for a nice, lovely swim right under that village, and there you go. You have yourself your stronghold. Now, this covers so much area. That's one way in. Now, if you want to go straight to the end and, fight the dragon, then just come over here. Check this out. Look at this right there. Don't have to do any work to show up to this village, go for a little swim, break out this stuff, and you will have access to your end portal. This one does require 11 Eyes of Ender. As you can see, we already have one in there, so keep that in mind. Coming in directly southeast from our spawn point, you'll see Island number 2, Mushroom Island number 2. This one is a full-fledged island, completely cut off from other land, and what makes this one stand out is we just have this massively curved ravine that's just carved deeply into the surrounding area. And you may have noticed we got a little bit of wood down there, which, yes, that means we have ourselves another mine shaft full of goodies and loot and all other sorts of treasures deep down underneath this mushroom biome. And Mushroom Island number 3. Look at this. We have ourselves another sizable bit of mushroom land. We got some mountains. We got some flat land right there, and we are connected to a lovely taiga biome. So right off the edge of this land formation, we have ourselves this nice chunk of mob-free land. And now let's get on with Mushroom Islands 4 and 5. Now, I wanted to save these 2 for the very end because I think this one is the best deal out of these entire Mushroom Island sections. So if you take a look at the coordinates, what we have here is we have ourselves a nicely sized frozen ocean biome, which of course means you have access to your stray, set up a stray farm to harvest withered skeleton skulls. We got a nice chunk of blue ice here. While this is not a lot in the context of building like, fast travel, nether portal and hubs and all that, this is a good start. And of course, we have all of this packed ice all over the place. We have all the ice here that will refill itself after you mine it, okay? Now, if we go over to the west, we have Mushroom Island number 4. Now, this one has a nice ruined portal in it, so you have some access to some nether loots. You got your chest, you got your bits of gold here and there. And then this just kind of stretches out a little bit further. It's much flatter than the other islands. The size is a bit smaller. And then we have like a little secondary sub island right there. And then if we just head off from the center of the frozen ocean biome and we go a little northeast of there, we got this multiple little series of mushroom islands. So let's just journey on over here just a bit. We have all these little spots of mob-free area. That generated weirdly. Look at that. We're also in the middle of a lovely warm ocean now. Frozen oceans, in my opinion, are best because we can harvest our ice. But when it comes to aesthetic and look, I believe the warm ocean pretty much tops it. We have all this lovely coral that you can harvest for all your decorative builds. And then over here, it just continues with our warm ocean. We have more of the little bits of island, and then we have a big main chunk of mushroom island right here, and then it kind of branches off into a bit of a forest. And that's going to be it for today's seed showcase, everyone. Thank you all again so much for watching. My name is Timeless Traveler. Let me know down below in the comments if you use this seed, how it has worked out for you. Let me know how those mushroom islands are treating you. And of course, let me know how much of a challenge it has been if you decided to navigate that entire stronghold the long way around. So until then, you all take care. Have a great day. I will see you all again in the next video.